Our next guests are here to talk about their fantastic and inspiring new film based on real events. It's called Rule Breakers. It tells the story of an all-girls robotics team from Afghanistan that captured hearts and minds around the world back in 2017 when they first came to the U.S. for a robotics competition. In the clip you're about to see, Roya Mahboob, played by actor Nikohl Boosheri, explains her controversial idea to create a team made entirely of Afghan teenage girls.
Imagine an all-girls robotics team competing in Europe, in America.
One small problem. None of us know anything about robots.
This will light a fire. It'll show our girls in a new light. It'll show them win.
What girls? The ones in our classrooms, most of them can't get on Facebook. And if they did, their fathers and brothers would marry them off or beat them. They beat us. And you want to fly them around the world to compete in robot competitions?
Yes. No one from Afghanistan has ever done something like this before.
Girls and robots.
Nothing ever happened unless someone dreamed it first.
Yes, girls and robots. Nikohl and Roya are here. Ladies, thank you very much for joining us. I really appreciate it. Roya, let's start with you. You know, the Taliban is not in power in 2017. U.S. armed forces are there. And so this possibility is real, and yet there's still social traditions, norms, cultural traditions that you have to fight through, and you can see in that clip. What kind of obstacles did you face?
Obviously, that there was lots of the challenges from the social norms and to the logistic hurdles and raising fund and getting the visa, all of these challenges that I think that our team is faced. But also there are also real risk because there are conservative and extremists who don't like to see the women get education even during that time. And then they see our works as a way that we are trying to changing the culture and norms. Especially they don't see the girls are education, but then in engineering and in the robotics. So that was also we faced with the real danger and threats to my team, to myself, and the people who are working with the team.
And you were in danger. You know, there's scenes in the movie where your lives are threatened. But I'm fascinated by you. What made you think that this was even possible for girls? You know nothing about robotics at the time. Everything is working against you. What made you think that you could even pull this off?
I think that it's very simple, but in the same time, it's a powerful belief that the Afghan girls are deserved as anyone else around of the world. And we have this potential. You know that the talent is universal, but the opportunity is not. And if we don't do and taking the steps to create a better world for ourselves and for the people around of us, nothing will be changed.
But you must have heard no a lot.
I heard a lot, no, but that's the reason. I mean, I don't want to hear no, and that's why we're trying to to get my ways. I grew up in I'm one of 7 children, so obviously that we heard a lot of no from our parents, sometimes from my brothers. But I think that I don't take the no anymore. I decided to not take them.
Not take the no. Yeah, I got to remember that. Nikohl, did you know about this story before you got this role?
No, I actually discovered Roya and the Afghan Dreamers through first when I was able to audition for this part. And then it just completely inspired and changed my world. I felt like Roya is an example that heroes don't wear capes. Real life
Nate
heroes.
always says that. Nate always says that.
I love that line.
Yeah,
she is a hero, and she changed the circumstances for herself and so many thousands of girls after her. And that's why her story is so important right now.
And Nikohl, you know, I feel like when you're an actor, there's certain roles that are entertaining and the money's good. But then there are other roles that are deeply, deeply connected to something much more powerful. You said this role is deeply meaningful to you. How so?
I think in my career, I can count on like 2 or 3 fingers, roles that have come across my desk that I felt I was meant to play and I was meant to bring to life, and this is one of those. It doesn't happen every day, and even right now in promoting the film, I feel so aware of how important this message is, how important it is, how important storytelling is, really, to shine light on stories like Roya's and what's happening around the world, all over, not just Afghanistan today.
Yeah.
But Afghanistan is in the news right now. The Taliban are back in control. One of the terror suspects with a bombing during the U.S. pullout in 2021. What's it like seeing Afghanistan fall backwards when it comes to women's rights to education and to equality?
It's devastating to see. It's very sad to see that right now millions of the girls are not allowed to go to the schools. And you see in the film, you see that there are moments that the girls can go to school, can start the businesses, can be an inventor, designing the the robots for the mining, and that was a golden era. I think that the film will show that what we had and what we lost it today, and it's also is the worst to fighting for the girls' education, because you can see that there is a group of the resilience, the women, they have the potential, they have the talent, and then when we're giving the opportunity, how they can do incredible things, and it's so sad that today we don't have it. And there are millions, they cannot go to the schools, they cannot go to university, their dream is taken from them, their voices get silent by an apartheid regime of Taliban.
Yeah. It's a very
powerful movie, and it may inspire people to put more pressure on that regime, and maybe there'll be change. And Nikohl, you're really great in it. Thank you very much to both of you.
Thank you so much.
Rule Breakers opens in theaters nationwide tomorrow.